Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning. Good morning. I will never get nobody name up. They was like, they was like, is that a wig? What was that? I said, I don't know. I don't do hair. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say the other women that was in there. Some that at the, the Mariners, they was laughing at the gym with me this morning and said, we know you gonna put them hairstyle. I said, I am. So I know because we got 130. I said I am. I'm gonna put it up there. Now one downvote is Liddell or Kansas. I'm not messing with it.
Rocket, cold.
But look who they said that was Crockett. We got Stephen A. Smith attacking her now. Jasmine Crockett.
Been attacking our whole nationality, so it ain't nothing new with him. He's the fastest race. He all that. He let you know who he is. He ain't holding them up.
But he black.
Stephen Miller ain't.
No, Stephen A. Smith.
Oh man.
I'm talking about Stephen A. Smith. You ain't see how they said to us. I said y'all wrong. Y'all wrong. I mean, listen. Hey, some laugh with you, some laugh at you. They laughed at me plenty of times. I laughing too. Shit. But, hey, it is what it is. But boy, we was rolling. They was like, you gonna put them pictures up? I said, I am. She the one brought up content. She said, are they trying to use stuff for content? I said, she gave it to me. This what I had wanted to say. I was watching one guy. I was looking for his video, and he was talking about like in Chicago when they raided the hotel. And I get both sides, not the hotel, the apartment complex. But and as he was breaking it down, and it was like what they doing is what they not telling people is, and it's bad on both sides. But these was the ones that the Democrats had. Remember when they took them to Martha's Vineyard and everything.
Yeah.
What's up?
I can't. I just can't fathom that, right? Like, I'm still stuck on, you touch my kids, I'm touching you. It's that serious. And the fact that he's just letting this man skate by, but a dude who does something peaceful, that rallies the community to do something peaceful, right? How often do we see people today get groups of people together, rile them up, and go set them loose? Jed Grattan gathered a group of people, got them focused, and did something productive, and he's the fucking monster? This is some bull.
Oh my goodness, y'all got me. You caught me slipping. The gig is up. Good morning, beautiful people. Y'all know I'm over here trying to get this thing shared out to everybody, but you caught me. You caught me sleeping.
I got my shares through.
They caught me napping, man, and I don't appreciate it. You caught me napping. But how y'all doing on this lovely cold morning? How y'all doing? I heard the weather done picked up. It ain't so cold no more down that way.
My way, it was all right. We got a lot of rain yesterday.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Little rain ain't hurt nobody.
I was lucky to get majority of my burning done before the rain hit. I'm still trying to make up about 15, 20 gallons of charcoal for my next knife project. I'm almost finished with the current one. Just need to attach the handle and sharpen it up and make it look pretty.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And I won't.
Oh, coffee.
I was finna say I got mine too. I'm just family. I'm sorry for not getting it out on time, but I'm sharing it as we speak. Sometimes players mess up, even though I'm not one. I'm just saying what happens. Sometimes people mess up. Let me say that. Let me do this right here. Okay, here we go. Now here we go. Just give me a few clicks. Give me a few clicks, and I can get it to where it needs to be. Give me a few clicks. Give me a few clicks. Let me go and get over on this side. On the other side of this thing called 18. Just give me a few clicks, man. Just work with me. And good morning to all you that's in there. Thank you for tapping in, for waking up with us. You heard? Say, okay, now I can go ahead. This right here. Let me do this. Let me let the people what time it is in the morning.
Yeah.
Let me let the people know what time it is. Let me send it here. Oh, no, it's already there. Let me get get out of there. I'm gonna go bam, 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 and you know, and that's where we at right now. Let me put it in the rappers group. You gotta get in the rappers group. They like this over there too. Let me do this, family. Just bear with, and y'all hit that like button as y'all coming in. You know, hit it on which side you're on. Just hit it. Come on back. Come on. Oh, I almost messed up.
I am sore today.
Let me get this together, family. Work with me. I'm working as fast as I can right now to clear some stuff out. Let me get this together for you. Let me get this together for you. Work with me. I'm almost done with it too. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now it's time. I'm on my JOB now, family. Let me see. Who did I miss this morning? Let me see. Mama Quill, great morning to you, beloved. Concrete Jungle, what it do? The lovely Deborah Luna is in the building. How you doing, Blakey Gaddis? Shout out to my Gaddis clan. Granny G, thank you for tapping in. Big Mama Gaddis is in the building. How you doing? Them people just Bonnie Vanna, thank you for tapping in from New Orleans. Georgia boy, top of the morning. Hey, I mean, I ain't going nowhere. Keep supporting from Philly, you heard? Hey, there is some nuts at council, ain't they? They some nuts. Some straight up nuts. What's up, Andre Holland? Thank you for tapping in. Rose Gaddis. Good morning. Merck 76. Good morning, beloved. The lovely Terry Nixon in the building. Andre Holland, Donnell Meredith, Noble Mac, what it do? Terry Nixon. I'm so happy. I'm so happy you and Terry Nixon because I got to talk about some stuff. What they say? Thank you for tapping in, Seattle with dog. Oh yeah, hey, listen, you might got it, Corn. Who knows? Sweet Cupcake on break. Thank you for tapping in, Pastor Nicholas J. Gaddis. We got Rose Gaddis in the building. The lovely Sharon in the building. You heard good morning. Jazzy Melanie, thank you for tapping in. And thank you, Sharon, with the $10 super sticker. You heard? Debbie Clark, one half of the Wonder Twins. Good morning. How y'all doing, family? How y'all doing this morning? I know what y'all want to talk about. Ain't nothing we can do. I got to go back to one of the realest. I'm telling you, I love this comment right here. Coming from the family from Philly, you heard? She said, good morning, family. Supporting from Philly. Happy day after Nut Ass Council Thursday. That's what it is. That was them Nut Ass Council. You heard? Debbie Clark, the one half of the Wonder Twins in the building, and we got Loving Me. Loving you back too, beloved. Y'all hit that like button. How y'all feel about that Nut Council last night? Not all, but enough. How y'all feel about it last night? I got to give one person a shout out, though. Coffee hitting hard today. The lovely Carolyn Hendricks is in the building. How you doing, beloved? Let me give us Miss Karaja Smith. Good morning. You going to love this day. I mean, I don't know how we can top last night. But shout out to the councilwoman in the 6th ward. Did she come with some more receipts last night? Did she come with some receipts?
All right, look, I lied in the description. We didn't all see it. I was passed the hell out. Right now, I'm sleeping like I'm in New Zealand. So, I picked up a bit from what you told me this morning when the pregame phone call. And then I'm hoping to pick up a lot more from chat because it is what it is.
I'm just going, yes, Lord, Councilwoman. Hey, I ain't going nowhere. Listen, I don't know how many more receipts you can drop or how much more telling you can do. Lanita Murray, how you doing, beloved? I damn near want to call her Councilwoman Sammy Gravano. Kenneth, how you doing? Thank you for tapping in. All the information, listen. Then I did ask you this, because I did tell you this. I said, have you ever heard what a mayor can set $50 payment on the housing money that got took? He gave
No,
it.
that should be that should be decided by a court. To be 100% with you. Just a second. I'm doing a little bit of research into something that just popped up on my timeline.
No, I'm just saying. I never heard of nothing like that. I'm still trying to figure that out. That you can go do what you want to do, and the mayor can come in. Who run HUD?
Isn't HUD a federal program?
I don't know. I don't know. I thought it was just a city program. No. Falls up under the mayor's running it.
Let me
good morning, Kenneth, the lovely Eleanor Wicker in the building, and the lovely Kobe Fatty. How you doing, beloved? I don't know how stuff works no more.
All right, HUD, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, is a federal agency. As an executive department of the United States federal government, it creates national policy, enforces fair housing laws, and provides funding for housing and local public housing authorities, PHAs, which are often run by a city or county. So in this case, if the mayor is diddling it, then it'd be a PHA attached to HUD. In which case, if he's cooking the books and playing fun with that, then he can expect to see a federal investigation. But the feds can't see Flint. Flint is invisible. So
I know they saw that last night. And y'all, listen. She is back in the United States, family. Angie Mac, thank you for tapping in. And my fellow 7th Wardian in the building, shooting the shit. T, how you doing, beloved? Mama Quill.
I'm trying to see something. So
hold on, let me put this in right here. She just said, just wanted to stop in and let y'all all know that the last night commissioners voted 5-3 and voted me as an at-large board member on the opioid steering committee. Shit, shout out. God damn, man. This shit, shout out. Maybe we can get an interview now. Look at you. That's what's up. No, you're going to do the work.
What is the steering committee?
Deborah O'Neill, good morning, beloved. We're going to find out.
Nah, I mean, like I hear it all the time, but I have no earthly idea what a steering committee is.
Tony Terry, good morning. I mean, see, this is what we're going to have to bring the Maxter on. Maybe I'll catch you in traffic or something. And I mean, yeah, Angie, when I catch you in traffic, we're going to get an exclusive interview with you about that. Karen Malone, the lovely Karen Malone is in the building. Good morning. Good morning.
So, all right, this popped up in my timeline. I can go ahead and share it now. Now that I've kind of sanitized my screens. Application window. Here we are. Okay. Sorry. From CureJoy, Flint, Michigan has officially replaced all 1,100 or 11,000 lead pipes after 10 years of activists refusing to give up. Every home now has clean water. A true victory for people power. From CureJoy.com. But if we come over here to these comments.
Lorna, good morning, beloved.
Lulu Brazel.
You know, that's Flint.
Please stop spreading misinformation. Bruce Steers, nice try. Your post is bullshit. Ed Killerant, whatever. That's just lead pipes they know of. Larry Vasquez, send samples to be tested to prove the water is safe. Carl Pierce, it would also depend on clean pipes in the house. Right here. Carl Pierce, city replaced lead lines from street to house, but many older homes still have lead plumbing inside, such as what they're showing here. and a couple of lawsuits. This person, Heather Hahn, is rather dumb. It doesn't change the effect of fracking, but I sure hope it helps the residents. No. Hopefully they used copper. That's great. The problem is now the city's going to say, how do we pay for that so your water bill is twice as much as it should be? Okay, the problem was fracking chemicals getting into the water supply and the water starting fire and having known carcinogens in them. Equating Flint's clean water issues to lead pipes is burying history. Just out of curiosity, what political party runs Michigan again? That's whatever. Great, but ridiculous it took so long. Except not great, it's not done. Thank goodness they only use those in one city. What was the cost of the Michigan taxpayers? Oh, okay.
Who paid for it?
Who paid for it? The Michigan taxpayers.
For that look,
and then I decided to take a look at
shout out.
The owner is.
I know you're gonna be you're gonna do the right thing, beloved.
So I decided to look at who the owner is. Cure Joy Inspirations owner. Co-founders is, I can't say that name, Dave, and Sharma? I don't know. But then I wanted to know who they donate to, and it's not telling me jack shit about that.
Miss Beverly Biggs, Donnell Meredith, and Michael Cooley in the building. Good morning, beautiful people, for tapping in. You say what now, Trevor?
Yeah, it doesn't tell me who they which political party they donate to, which means they just haven't donated yet this cycle. But does the mayor influence that as well? No. Oh, are you talking about the steering committee? In which case, definitely not, because Angie's going to be there. And we all know Angie has a spine, thank God.
Yeah, but I think that was on the county though.
Yeah, but when it comes to Cure Joy, that's national. They're pushing that national.
Yeah, facts.
It's election season. They're pushing propaganda far and wide, misinformation everywhere.
Oh, it's a big thing. Like, they can't listen. Anytime when you seeing they covering up for officials, rich people, you know it's cooked. Just think about the Epstein files. It's cooked. I'm looking at people. It's cooked, man. It's just cooked. You're not gonna get no truth out of none of this. Like I said, that lady for the housing, and I'm not saying right or wrong, but she is wrong anytime you stealing. But them are learned behaviors. That housing commission ain't just get messed up under her watch. Mm-mm. That's just like the clerk office. They didn't just get messed up under Davina watch. But what's up, Ron Uncut? But at times like this, and Denise Cousins, thank you for tapping in. But at times like this, and I'm gonna be honest with you, you need people that's gonna really do for the people, man, and not do for themselves. See, we getting a lot of people that care about themselves, and that's why I gave Angie that shout out, because I know she gonna be up on there, gonna be questioned. You know what I'm saying? You want people who just not in it. You know what I'm saying? And and believe me, they know that. They know her for being jet flying, limousine riding, but they also know she's an outspoken person. You know what I'm saying? Intelligent. So all this stuff they seen. So they know when they put her on there what's gonna be. We need more people like that that'll be stand up.
No. Here's the thing.
I'm just sick of people getting on things that's gonna go right along with the program. Like, you need people that's gonna, knowledgeable and ain't just hooping and hollering, but gonna be hooping and hollering for the right cause. But go ahead.
So the first part is they probably put Angie on there thinking, oh, the people are gonna support it. She's gonna speak for them, or they think she's gonna speak for them, but she's gonna be away most of the time. Except we know Angie. We know Angie Mack. She ain't gonna sit there and be derelict in her duties just so she can go out, right? While they may think that she's not gonna be around. Bullshit, she's gonna be there for everything. Come on, it's Angie. She has a spine. She ain't gonna step down. She ain't gonna bend over. Fuck y'all. Yeah, this is great. This is good news.
Yeah, but that's what you need, that, because I'm just saying, when you look at the mayor, but you know what? This ain't the first mayor who have played these games. I'm just going to be saying he's not the first one. I have to be honest. I don't know how true it is. Some people just benefit under different administrations. But wasn't Chris Martin? Wasn't Chris Martin? Let's be honest. Wasn't Chris Martin getting the Sweetheart Water deal? It's the first time he benefited, just not up under this mayor. Let's be honest. So when you looking at all the stuff that's going on, to me, it's a system that's built on corruption.
There's one quote, just one, that encompasses everything that happens in Flint. You got to be loyal to whoever's in that mayor's office.
Mm-hmm.
Watch people bounce back and forth. While they were for Weaver before, now they're for Neely. And if Neely gets voted out, they're going to be for the next person. Tennis, back and forth, or flapjacks, or pancakes, or waffles, whatever you want to call them.
Allegedly, he was getting a Sweetheart deal.
See, this is what I mean. Angie, all I had to really prove I deserve to be on this board. This is a county board. I had to submit a resume, qualify for the board. I had to prove I'm for the community and knowledgeable. The thing is, you don't have to prove it to us. We've already seen what you do. So I'm glad you're on there, and I know that you're going to do what's best for folks. It is amazing.
Facts. Congratulations again 1,000 times over. We just want the interview. No, ain't nothing
going to be me. And I always look for something on the back end, like some slick shit. I know you're not doing some slick shit. Them, they might. I'm just going to assume until proven otherwise. But I know you're going to keep them going straight and narrow. So thank you for everything you've done and everything you're about to do.
Their Facebook page had a bunch of children stuff, so put them up to put the false narrative out. I mean, they've been doing propaganda. That's what is so crazy. And she letting y'all know what she did. She said, "Hey, look, I worked for this community for grant funds and been on several boards for over 18 years. On top of that, I have 2 master's degrees, 2 bachelor's. Shit, what I tell you, I'm still working with the high school diploma."
Yep. And I've got a little bit of college under me, but yep.
Me too, a little bit of college. Shout out to you, Maxter. I'm just saying, look at, if you go look at some of this, like I say last night, it just took me, I'm telling you, it blew my mind to see that the mayor came in and said, then listen, family, y'all heard it. Y'all was there for the whole show. When Tanya said no, it was 9,000 the first time they checked. Came up, now it's at 41,000. They can't even get a company to want to audit. I mean, to come do their books. What you got to send an RFP out for? Didn't y'all hear that too? And this the finance chair got caught lying. First, she said she tried to put it on the accounting form. They made a little error. No, what you mean? From 9,000 to 41, and they don't want to touch it. Then it's holding up the budget, saying, "Well, when they get this, it's gonna be a little late." Because no, when you're stealing, it's kind of hard to cover the books up. I know them people probably tired them accounting firms. We should take the money, but y'all probably gonna go to jail.
I mean, most places someone would be in jail.
Yeah,
but like I keep on saying, Flint isn't real and it's invisible to the feds.
Nah,
every map that the FBI looks at, whether it be Google Maps or a paper map, there's nothing in Flint.
Go ask Dr. Weaver, is the feds not real? They was on her after Weaver got out, Flint was erased. We'll say it like that. Yeah, I'm just saying, they know they'll come, but it just make you think who you know. That's just what I know. I hear people saying bring Trump on in. I don't think they're gonna do nothing.
Man, I was hoping to see Doge run through fucking Flint just because the ARPA funds, but never seen him.
Doge ain't coming in here, man. They not doing nothing because it's just not gonna be Democrats to get jammed up. Let me see this right here. It's still $4.99. Please review Good News Daily. Comment Flint wearing them. Trevor just put it up. Nah, he been
Yep.
nah, there he is. And no problems, beloved. I'm just telling you.
I did. I looked at it. I'm gonna be doing more. I'm gonna see who.
Did you take the post down?
Not yet.
You
Not
know what,
yet.
Granny G? I don't know, but I believe if Miss Biggs out there collecting signatures, she getting signatures. I don't doubt what she out there doing. If she out there, she on it. Now, as far as if she can get enough people to sign it and get people to help, because we got to still understand, and this is a lady that's along with others. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who all helping her, but she probably should get more help. You would think she'd be getting way more help.
Here we go. Give me a second.
My humble opinion, like I say, the clerk office, the whole clerk office should be all nervous.
Bird's advice.
I'm talking about the new ones coming in. This as the mayor need to go, and I will even but even clearing out the law department, don't you know they can go find other people that's gonna play the game? So that's my thing. Can you really clear it up? Even if you get these people out, we thought Kate Fields, well, I did, thought she was one of the worst people, and I didn't know you can get lower than Kate until I saw Judy. I'm just being honest with you. Did I thought Liddell would be? Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. Because you be hearing certain things behind the scenes.
Here's the next thing. So that horrible lie, that slander, that misinformation that I found on the Facebook came from CareJoy, but they posted the article coming from birdsadvice.com. So there's another group. I'm going to go, birdsadvice.com, I believe it is. Yeah, Bird's Advice. I'm going to see who owns them.
You see this right here. Denise Cousin said, my sister said when I shared that water, I said big money people are using that out of the country bids to put that stuff out, even though it's not true. Our officials of state and on the propaganda.
That's crazy.
Got a point there, Jaja boy.
Because that's one group spreading a lie all over Facebook, and then another trying to act as a news publication. But this is mostly a webpage about birds. Literal birds, like Tweety Bird. What on God's green earth? But this is political money going out and about.
Yeah.
Now they're talking about free caviar and McNuggets. McDonald's wildest Valentine's Day stunt yet.
No, because I'm still trying to figure out how did the mayor get to say so to a woman she can pay back HUD money on $9,000.
The mayor shouldn't have no say so in that.
And no, let me get to the kicker too. The rest of the crooks on there, the rest of the people on the housing commission was saying, wrote a letter to the mayor to kick her off. This all allegedly. And she's still at them, and she's still showing up to the meetings. You hear that? She's still showing up to the meetings.
Yeah, so repayments of things like that usually come down to courts, especially when it should have criminal charges attached. If nothing else, she should be serving time in state, because that is a... so the Flint Housing Commission, I can't tell.
Good morning, sister.
If it is a charity, in which case it's defrauding a charity, felony, or if it's a government entity, in which case defrauding the government, also a felony. Either way, that should come with it some major penalties, and then the judge would have to say how you're going to pay it back. Because $50 a month, and how much is she having to pay back?
No, that's what it is, $50 a month. Where?
But like the overall amount, brother. Overall,
it's two of them. Last night we found out it was 9 when it first. Well, we knew about the 9,000 when it first happened. Good morning, Christy Coleman, coming from that DFW, Texas. Christy, it was 9,000. Then last night we found out it's up to 41,000. But she was able to pay.
Total?
Yeah. $50 a month on 9 she was able to pay. Then we just found out it's up to $41,000 last night. That's a hell of a boost.
Oh, that
From
they'll
9
never get their
to
money back.
41?
Take a look at it like this. So the $41,000, $50 a month comes out to. Let me see what.
No. We just found out 41 last night. No, she was paying $50 a month on the 9.
Okay, but is she responsible for the 41?
They ain't said that yet.
All right, so then let's just go with the 9 then. Okay, let's just go with the 9. 9,000 divided by 50 is 180 months. Divide that by 12. 15 years. 15 fucking years. What about the interest on that? Are they going to make her pay the interest? Is that even a thing here? Is it a question?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
My boy's with me.
How did they get the? But how did he get this? I'm with you, Mark Hutchins. Neely got to say so because the mayor said so. Neely know there ain't no law or anyone going to enforcing the law. You right about that?
Hell, if I were to steal $200, 200, mind you. No, I think it's 2,000 to catch a felony. One of the two from Target. I'm looking at time behind bars. But this person is well connected enough that she gets to pay $50 a month.
That's what I'm saying. But where did the mayor get? I'm just saying, if anybody else, so how is he able to cover that up? I'm seeing what you're saying concrete. It said,
yes, they do have to because he ain't going to show up otherwise. That's been proven.
And he probably
gets shot down every other time because Mays tried.
Good morning, Lenora Seal.
We've never seen it pass. Mays tried time and again, try to get Snyder, try to get Neely in front of him using the power of subpoena. And council kept shooting it down. The rest of council, anyway.
Just look at it like this, family, just to be honest with you. Who you going to get? Just say Tanya, JWC, Dennis, and Jonathan on the same page. Right? I mean, what most likely they are. What's up, Angela Lynette? Good morning. Thank you for tapping in. You got 4. Just say you got them 4 want to subpoena the mayor.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me who you going to get from first ward councilman, second ward councilwoman, third ward councilwoman, fourth ward councilwoman.
The second if they're still beefing.
Right.
Just so she can flex. That's literally it. She doesn't want anything done with it, but she'll vote for it just so she can flex and say, I don't need you.
Do you think
to humiliate him?
You think she can put it to the side? Good morning, no games. Thank you for tapping in. You think she'll put
it's election season. She wants that seat. Yes.
Well, when they all get there, next might be Monday. Let's see if they can put that on the floor. Because I'm pretty sure Liddell not gonna vote for it. Damn sure Leon not gonna do it.
Oh yeah, Leon, LaShawn, Judy, and Candace most definitely will not. But if Tanya puts it on the floor, I'm willing to bet just because Liddell's beefing, especially with some of her other counterparts on council that used to be her friends, such as Judy. She's endorsing someone to run against Judy in X, Y, and Z. Then I'd put it at a 45% chance that she'll step on over and subpoena him. Once again, she doesn't want nothing to happen of it. She just wants to put pressure on him. Now, here's the next thing. He still won't show up. Yeah. Because while the council has power of subpoena, to enforce a subpoena, you have to go to court. Thanks. You have to have the court enforce it. And then you have the city attorney. Who's the city attorney gonna represent? Council or the mayor?
Allegedly, he's gonna say showing up for being subpoenaed by the council is optional. Good morning, Demetria Brown. It'll come up with it's optional.
Yeah, he'll try to say it, but council still has the power to go to court and say no, enforce the subpoena. So his legal opinion doesn't matter. Because I know you understand, but it still upsets me every time I hear someone say, well, especially when I peruse other Facebook groups. Well, the legal opinion don't mean shit. I can wipe my ass with that legal opinion. All it is an opinion by someone who's supposed to be informed. That is it. That is not law. Your lawyer don't write law, don't enforce law. Your lawyer can get you arrested. Hell, if the lawyer was right 90% of the time, we wouldn't have half the fucking prison population we do, right? Just saying.
I'm looking. Katie said, "Did the fraud happen under Leon's watch?" And I'm looking at
No, this
Denise.
is years old.
I'm looking at Denise Cousins. I believe again they are bringing stuff back up to avert our attention off what else is going on. It goes to show you how far they reach using Bird Organization and Killjoy, which is a holistic group.
Oh yeah, the clean water is so holistic, except it's not clean water. Once again, like I explained yesterday, they only replaced the pipes that were negotiated to be replaced. The known lead pipes. And that was put in by the judge. The judge said, "Yeah, I'll settle for that, and you have to pay 100 mil." Okay. So the pipes in people's homes? No, don't have to worry about that. Go and check every main throughout the city? No, just the ones that you can point out were definitely made of lead. Or service lines? No, just the ones that you 100% know are made of lead. And take a look at some of the engineering firms that the city hired to take care of that. And then you see their name come up again and again and again.
Leon, hold up. Leon was the president of the Flint Housing before he got on council.
Was he? Let's see.
Let's see. I'm looking at this right here. Remember this, Mark Hutchinson. Remember when Mays subpoenaed Gilchrist? Gilchrist lawyer started a fight with Mays, and Gilchrist walked out. Subpoena don't work in Flint, right? And the lovely Sandra Nichols with the $49.99 super sticker. You heard? Thank you, beloved. Thank you.
He did serve on it as a member of city's ARPA advisory committee.
So he probably like he didn't see nothing.
But I think this went back to 2022.
So was he on there?
That's a good question. Because we don't get a lot of actual answers about when the theft happened, when she spent it, how she spent it. None of that, right? None of that. So this could have been from 2020, then it came up in 22, and now she's finally got this sweetheart deal, whenever. They will not sit down and tell us like the very specifics. They're going to give us as broad a strokes as possible so we can come to conclusions on our own, right or wrong. And then they can either point it out or go, "Oh, nope, you're wrong.
No, we got something right here. The real case, he said he didn't step down from the Housing Commission until he was already on council.
Okay.
So he was a part of that council.
When did she go through and spend that money? What year? What month?
Hold on. Let me see. Sally Belly said, yeah, Leon was president. He was at the time when that little boy fell out the window at them Court Street apartments. Oh, okay. She said he stepped down right. Okay, she said he stepped down right before that happened. Remember, he got rid of somebody on the board. Remember the news? They had them all out here when he got somebody off the board. Remember, they was in a lawsuit. Was it the vice president or somebody or the president? And he ended up taking over. Remember, he made Channel 12. It was something he made the news.
When did this lady steal the money, though? That's the more important part. Us going to when he stepped down, whenever, doesn't matter. When did the theft occur? When did she take that cash?
You know, if anybody, can y'all help me out this morning with it? 'Cause I'm the one asking. When was it?
Then we'll start working from there, because trying to work backwards, we're just going to confuse ourselves.
Yeah. So can anybody? How is Leon on all these boards? Because he know people.
Yeah, he's connected, and having a quote reformed felon on several of these boards looks absolutely great for the city.
Facts.
Oh yes, anyone can turn around and look here in Flint. If you were a felon, you can come turn your life around and you can make yourself a productive member of society. Come to Flint, or better yet, invest in Flint.
Katie Savings. How did Leon move up so quick into high positions?
Same reason. When the water department bought out and gave early retirement to all the OGs at the treatment plant, it was said to hire new at lower wages. It was under the... God, that's going to be a weird one to look up, but I will do my absolute damnedest, buddy. When...
That's what I'm saying. You would have to go back to so many administrations when the BS happened, and I'm going to look like they falling up under the Democrats. Jennifer Granholm was a Democrat.
It's older staff.
And then how they be picking these people, how they be moving up. Who said Katie?
2016.
It's all about who you know. Oh, he was Sally Belly said he was vice president in 24. So when did that happen? When did the lady get caught?
Yeah. That's where I'm trying to work at. But right here, it's calling it. While there's no single widely cited or explicitly named older staff purge, the Flint Water Department and its state overseers experienced massive turnover in late 2015 and early 2016 as a result of the water crisis. So you're looking at 2015, 2016, that time frame. For Denise. ABC 12 News, local, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to have to go to the actual YouTube side. Give me just a second. Mute it so I don't hear my voice. I hate that Opera doesn't load up my chat immediately.
Okay, this article was back in September 10th, 2025. It was published. Let me see. It says the former director of asset management and human resources for Flint Housing Commission has been added as a plaintiff in an amended wrongful termination lawsuit by former executive director Harold Hintz Jr. and U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of Michigan. Like Hintz, Fatin Lemire claims she was wrongfully fired in May after discovering alleged misconduct by Geraldine Redmond, a member of the Flint Housing Commissioners. With Redmond abstaining from the vote, other members of the board asked Flint Mayor Shel Neely to start the process of removing Redmond from her position. Oh, okay. I can't get the whole article.
What's her name? Red what?
No, Geraldine Redmond.
Geraldine Redmond.
Okay. August 20th, Flint Housing asked me, okay, they did. This is August 28th, 2025. I asked him to, she on here with a, okay. Oh, damn. Look who she was with on this picture. The whole little crew.
I'm trying to find this woman. Like, here we go.
I just pulled it up right here. Hold on, let me do this. I'll pull it up, the article on it. Guess who she in the picture with?
El Nilo.
Yeah, and Ali Hokenroder. And she's holding. Yeah, that's Hokenroder right there. And that was in February 20. I'm going by the check 2020. And they said the Flint Housing Commission asked mayor to remove board member who received cash advances. But
it's not telling us when she received the cash advance. That's
First Lady Ashley Gaddis. Good morning, Tasha Lynn. Good morning. I would love to find it out myself, not to just make no hints out of it, Miss Joe. I'm not trying to discourage anything. We're just reporting the news. We just reporting the news, but I'm saying that $50. Okay, we got that link. Hold on, she just put it in the. KD just put it in the chat. Y'all see it, right? She just dropped the link in the chat.
Yeah, that's what I clicked, and that went to a different. Give me just a second. Does not specify how much she intends to repay, but she said she will make payments monthly as I continue to locate the necessary documents and receipts related to these. So she doesn't know how much she actually spent, which is fucking terrifying in and of itself. U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development were warned months ago of a possible misappropriation of $9,000. So this could go back years and years and years before even Neely was in office.
Did you just hear what they look? I pulled this one up right here. This is from Michigan News Source. They say real honest news. When you look at it right here, say state was hope. Let me tell you when this was. This was last year, February 10th, 2025. State will hold money from Flint Housing Commission for failure to submit audit. That's what the problem was last night. The failure to. That's what's holding. Let's talk about the audit. What's holding it up when Judy, the finance chair, saying that they had it, but then in another one, when you had, who was Mr. Moore was up there, no, they don't have one yet. They got to get one. Like, are you serious? Like, I'm just saying some of this stuff is just downright
Right
Diabolical.
here, they're trying to say the interim director said withdrawals from the account continued to be made in 2024. So then we're looking earlier than 2024.
And Leon was the vice president in
So
2020.
that'd be before 2024. So because they continued into it, so that means prior. So at least 2023.
Yeah.
But we have learned that there has been more than $5,000 withdrawn since the conversion to Section 8. She was reappointed in 24, though, by Neely.
Mm-hmm. His appointment.
So the best I can say is, at very least, started in 23. It might have gone back to 2020 as far as we can source it. But the Flint Housing Commission was made in 1964. Knowing Flint, it was being misused since 1964. This didn't just start with her. Where did she get the idea from?
You know, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at that when I'm done. Who owns the fully paid film guy? I don't have no idea. Let me see. Mickey Geraldine must have dirt on Neely to steal all that money. No jail time. About paying back $50 monthly. Hey, listen, that's what I'm saying. If the state, good morning, Jennifer Stan. If the state, like I said, they report, you seeing already what money being held up, but like what's going on? And I hate to see anything just get in trouble because, like you say, this might be going back further than when she got in there.
Yeah, and I doubt it's her having dirt. I think it's more of someone else was in that position prior to her, and they don't want to go digging too deep, so they just did the most simple. Oh, look, $50. You said you can do $50. Mayor signs off on it. We don't look any further.
Mm-hmm.
It's done and over. Get over it, guys. Go look at something else. Ooh, shiny. Don't look any deeper in this because who else was involved with it? Who else has been involved with it prior to 24, 23, 22? Who was involved in 2010?
I'm looking at facts. I'm looking at what Angela Ness said. Where's the punitive aspect? She just took out a zero interest loan, no jail, no community service or anything.
A zero interest loan that's going to I mean, once again, she said she was having to dig further back to see where all the misappropriation, how much misappropriation. She admitted to 9,000 at the front, but she's having to look through records to see how much and how far. So this could be far further than a zero interest loan. This could be a negative interest loan.
See what Katie Saban just put up on here? Look at all the people. Leon A. Elamine, Aaron Grix, Alexis A. Love, DeJuan Robinson, Joseph W. Whiteside, and Kirk Whitmore Sr. for the seats. Whitmore informally withdrew from the race in September 2014. Let me see what Denise like John Daly on Royal Commission was. He was wasn't the only one involved. Okay, I see it. Let me see. Jennifer saying, I am making progress on an issue. I'm working on space. Okay. Let me see. Jack Nicholas, you big dummies, all LOL. Okay. Can't decide. Too much progress discussed. Okay.
We'll see what happens. I mean, you can whoever you're talking to can come back and point to me and say I was wrong, but until they prove me wrong, I have no faith in them. I have no faith in no one.
It's like,
as the old saying goes, in God we trust, everyone else bring cash. In other words, in God we trust, but until you act, I ain't trust you. I ain't like you.
And it's crazy that you see all this going on, and it's like, man, that's what I'm saying. It's like maybe she feel like, listen, and she could be the fall guy. You know that she could be the fall guy. She could be the one. Like, damn, only took because they, like I said, from what Tanya dropped down at council last night, it went from 9 to 41,000.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't get nobody who want to do the audit. Won't they use the same people who audited for the city to audit for them?
Possible conflict of interest. That's probably their excuse. I mean, so even the school board has to put out an RFP for their auditor, the one that I go through once a year, and make sure everything's at least mostly on the up and up. So any of these related government contracts. Anytime they hire someone for more than, I believe it's like $15,000, they have to put it out for a contract.
Just like Sister Santa said. She said, just like the DDA spent all the money and they fund the damn thing again just to steal the money all over again. Insanity. But what was so sad about that? You saw from the lady on the DDA, you saw her went on shopping sprees. She took that money and did what she wanted to do. And that's what I'm saying, family, and not trying to be money. How could you vote for any of them people in office back again? Remember, Liddell pushed that through. We don't need do no investigation. See, to me, I wouldn't trust her on to be honest with you, if I was the other four over there, because I don't believe Liddell vote for nothing. See, you can find an auditor pretty easily. They don't want to audit. They don't want the audit. Right.
Here's how you judge that. You see who RFPs were sent out to. Because remember, just like in 22 with Quincy Murphy pointing out the the bid rigging for the vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Only one dealership that I was able to track down, that AC Dumas was able to track down. Mind you, I don't like AC. I don't trust AC. But he was working for the Weaver, the prior administration, trying to get her back in office. So he was, like a bloodhound. He was looking. So between the two of us, and I do believe Mr. Mays, we could only find one place that received an invitation to the RFP. And that happened to be the purchasing director's husband's work.
Ain't that some shit there?
So what you have to do is see who received them. And you can, Google that very easily. And if you can't Google it, then a FOIA, you'll probably be charged $50 an arm, a leg, a kidney, your firstborn child, and your future and your ambitions. But it may be worth it in this case. You just have to see who they invited to bid and how many.
I'm like what Jennifer said. She said, LOL, they stack RFPs with companies they won't pick. So they will pick who they wanted originally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she called it stacking RFPs. But he done been caught so many times doing this and don't nothing happen. Like it's just wouldn't that man, listen, I follow the money trail. But I'm just saying they getting caught. This lady took some, and I hate to put her through this. But it was on council. Now I do, because we looking at the top. See, we criticize the low people, but
I'll slam on the top too. But from top to bottom, bottom to top, if you don't change the way things are, you're going to get more of the same. This wasn't hammered on in the 1960s. It wasn't hammered on in the 1980s. It wasn't hammered on in the 2010s. And now your generation, my generation, and the upcoming generation, Little Miss Flint's generation, is having to deal with this bullshit. Everyone involved, from top to bottom and back up to top again, needs to see some jail time and get their shit straightened out. Otherwise, we're robbing our kids of their future. And this isn't just Flint. This is Michigan. This is the rest of the United States. This is Florida. This is Kentucky. This is the federal government. We need to get this shit unfucked. Because the more they dig us down, the less your money is worth, the longer you have to work like a dog for the bare necessities.
37 trillion should tell you how much they care about that. Transfer wealth.
I'm not looking at them. I'm looking at us.
I'm telling you who run the money.
I'm saying, like, we have to change the way we think and the way we vote.
But they ain't
from the top to bottom to top again.
They ain't changed.
I mean, no, you're 100% right there, because if people actually paid attention to what was going on in Flint, Leon wouldn't have been elected. Candace wouldn't have been elected after they were appointed, after they showed who they really were. You could just look at who voted to appoint them. And they showed, those appointers showed who they really were. When it came to the polls, you should have seen, like, oh, no. Jan Marie should have won that 7th ward if people cared. But Carol should have won that 1st ward if people cared. That Biggs should have won that 3rd ward if people cared.
But if you got the clerk office, though, that's what we keep missing. Even with Miss Biggs should have won, but who won as a write-in candidate?
Yeah.
This the stuff that we heard. This ain't none. Nah, this wasn't me saying
that was known that cheating was going to happen. I'm sorry. Like I said yesterday, when you have absolutely anybody and everybody can go ahead and ask for an absentee ballot, you don't think that law was written the way it is so that they couldn't cheat? Make it make sense. It was written like that, and people lauded it. This is a great idea. This is amazing. Until you have an election stolen from you, and now you have a crook in a third ward seat. Good job.
See, I'm looking at what Denise Cousins said. She said that $50 payment lady is not worried because the attention is supposed to be on her. Again, we're looking at what they want. And that's the thing, because you got to look at, because it's been going back. I'm just trying to figure out how, but see, you would think with her getting caught, and I'm looking at all the other ones too up here. What Kenneth said, no accounting firm wants to put their rep on the line. Plus, they would have to tell on all the crooks. And that's the thing. They won't. Why you think Liddell hurried up and pushed that through from the DDA? They knew she wasn't the only one out there was using that P card to go have a fun time on the city.
Nah, she's the only one that was caught.
Right. That's what people don't know. Y'all be thinking these the first one. Listen, Flint is like the trap house. If y'all thinking they gonna stop getting their money and stop doing this is how millions of dollars be pushed through down at city council. I wish people would understand this. City council really should be, in my humble opinion, it should be a 9 to 5. That's what it should be. It should be a 9 to 5. They should be at least making $50,000 a year. You're moving millions of fucking dollars. No, I'm seriously, you're moving millions of dollars. It's too many millions of dollars for them not to be making no real money. It should be a 9 to 5. You shouldn't have no other job. This city council should be your only job because you're moving millions of dollars. You be having people come in. Just think about this. When Winters was saying, Eva Worthing was texting her, what should I vote? Hey, vote for this. When she already knew the playbook.
And then Eva eventually put on her big girl panties and was telling Quincy how to do it. I mean, except she didn't have the decency to do it by phone, to text him. She stood up at that podium, leaned over the mic, and just vote yes.
Yeah. But I'm saying, but that stuff was able to go down. To me, it just showed you how crooked it is, but what's even more damaging is showing you how they'll protect the crooks, because this will go off into my Epstein situation. Do you understand how they trying to protect people? This is why I say the system is flawed. You will lock regular people up for certain things, but you mean to tell me because you rich, you can't get locked up? You above the law?
Look, for my Bible thumpers in chat, you'll recognize, hopefully, from Ecclesiastes, nothing new under the sun. In Latin, most commonly phrased as nihil sub sole novum. This stuff ain't new. This has been happening for years, decades, centuries, millennia. Don't act like it's the first time that this shit happened in Flint. Don't act that this is the first mayor who's done this shit. Don't act like this is the first council passing things behind the doors.
But at this rate, have they had it like this? Because have you seen when people just dying? That's where it's getting bad at. Like they covering up. What up on? They covering up when you seeing a new kidney disease coming. I mean, you're hearing about kidney disease happening. All the dialysis. It's people actually dying. Just like the young fella that got up there running for mayor, Micah. Am I saying his name right, family? Because I heard you saying Micah. If I'm wrong, sorry about that. I'll just say Mick. Christine Chandler, good morning. Like he said, in his area, the water ain't bad, but he said when he go to his friend's area, the water stink. It's discolored. So, Christine Chandler, good morning. So you got to, to me, it was like, let's see, 7th Ward was definitely stolen by the clerk office. Arthur told everyone that the votes from the Valley and the States precincts went missing and then reappeared.
So, no. Here's what I'm saying. This year, come August and November, there has to be that and. You can't ignore one for the other. You can't ignore the other for one. You have to, if you don't trust it and you live in Flint or in Genesee County, register as a poll watcher, register as an election official, go through the classes, and then be there when they count the votes. Make sure things don't disappear. If something does disappear, point at them. Go, what the hell are you doing? Why is that leaving the room?
Hold on.
And challenge it.
I got to point this out, though. Hold up, T. You hit me with some. 7-4 was definitely stolen by the clerk office. Arthur told everyone that votes from the Valley. That's where the black is at in the Valley. I spent time, grew up over there. Father house was on Providence. You mean to tell me the states predominantly black on that end too? And this just was like, this wasn't no big thing. And I'm with you, Jasmine. She said if more people vote, they can't steal it. That's abysmal turnout caused the issue. And that's why I think they like it the way it is. Thank you for tapping in and go blue, Jasmine.
We've got something semi-breaking. It was just posted into Flint HNN 24 minutes ago. It came from Art. I want to say about 28 minutes ago. Let me go ahead and pop it up. Make sure there's nothing that's gonna. All right. From Arthur Woodson. Good morning, Facebook fam. I'm moving around this morning. I need your help I need you to help me to get this information out there. The service lines are not complete yet. Mr. Oswald is the director of drinking water. He is over Flint water for the state. He is the person the city has to answer to. We need this to go viral so the media will pick this up. From Mr. Eric Oswald, Eagle, at 7:38. I'm going to assume this morning, but don't take it as gospel, right? No, we are not done with the service lines in the city. The confusion, I think, stems from an article about the conclusion of the settlement agreement with the concerned pastors. The state has never set the completion of that work as the bar. We remain committed to getting all lead service lines out. Go ahead and please share this, family. And clip it. I will actually turn on clipping for this one episode. Clip it, share it. I will make shorts of it. Share it. Because as we just saw from CureJoy, our friends over at CureJoy, they're saying all the lead service lines are complete. We saw Gretchen Whitmer, the gremlin, go onto the Breakfast Club and say the water is safe. It is not safe if it's not all done.
Lord have mercy.
And that came from the head of the drinking water in Flint, from Eagle.
That's crazy right there. That's crazy. But you know what? But they got a hell of a propaganda machine.
They do, and it is turning shit out to make certain people look good.
But when you got the mayor, you got your governor, where's your state rep at on this?
We know where she's at. She's in her salon, not paying no attention.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll be honest with you. Like it, and it upsets me that she's being overlooked as someone like this. Like, no, she is.
But where's your state senator
complacent
at,
in it as everyone else?
But where's the state senator at, though?
I've been trying to call Cherry out into the carpet for a long while.
Where's the state? Like all of this going on, they got to be fighting up there for you. But y'all let these people come in here and gonna ask you for their vote. Flint only thing should be the water. But I get it. And I'm not knocking, let me say, I'm not knocking Swanson. I'm not knocking Dugan, none of them, or whoever else running, because I ain't got all of them. I'm not knocking y'all. If you know you got to do what you got to do, because and you're right, it's a cover-up. Really, you damn right, it's a genocide. You see, and look what Mama Quill said. Channel 12 News this morning said the lines were 95% complete. Ain't that what Dr. Weaver left them at?
That's what's been told to us since I started paying attention in 22. I remember Neely saying 95. I'm not comfortable giving a number, but we'll say 95. Actually, he said above 90, but there we go.
And we had 95%, but look who worked for him. You're not gonna be, you're not getting none. Channel 12, they probably had to come out and get that together because what's going on because of that article.
All right, I have to remember to turn on clipping after.
Oh wow, let me see what Denise said. Denise said, if you read all of the article I sent the other day with the picture of the house they have, Melissa May saying she's glad residents stuck with it because now Flint is fixed. Melissa Mays, Lord, y'all see that?
Congratulations, Melissa. Not only did you sell the people of Flint out for your own, but you're also now spreading misinformation and getting people to think that their water is safe. Great fucking job.
I mean, this is what they wanted. This is what they wanted. And if you notice, some of them same players from back then, did you notice them saying the people who run it dealing with them saying they got to go see them same people? It's unbelievable. I don't know how any of them pastors could be like, but when they know you sell yourself, do something strange for a little change, they'll come a knocking.
As I've heard it said in one of my favorite books or series of books, politics is the second oldest profession, and it comes more and more to remind me of the first, and I'm starting to look at clergy the same now.
I'm shook off of it. I'm looking at what they said. Shooting T said Channel 12 reported that Neely is saying 99% is complete. Diabolical.
And yet, so that's going to get buried. That was just a little snippet. But take a look at how much his State of the City address got. And when people ask, how's your drinking water? It's better than yours. But it's 99%. It's not fully complete. If one house isn't done, they aren't done. Period.
Which is crazy. I'm just, like I say, I'm flabbergasted by it. I can't see it like really what's going on.
David, David White, I don't know who looks high. Me, possibly the mayor, probably. I mean, the man is in Michigan, and it is allowed. I'm not going to knock him if he's doing, shit. If it's legal, it's legal.
You ain't lying. It's sad what's going on. It's really sad. That's all.
Pastor Nicholas J. Gaddis, while I can understand where you're coming from, you have to understand where I'm coming from. So we'll meet halfway. The more clergy I run into, the higher the percentage of the dirty ones there are. While there are a few clean ones like yourself, more often I'm running into people who are using the word of God in his house as their own piggy bank. I can't trust clergy no more. I can't trust organized religion no more. I can trust an individual, but the entire structure is tainted. One bad apple ruins the bunch, right?
I'm looking. I noticed the concern, just from Mark Hutchinson, I noticed the concern Pastor settlement was always referenced when dealing with Flint water. What was the settlement? It must be important as it all was referencing when it was in it. All $100 million, if I'm not mistaken.
Katie Saban just quoted the exact same number you did, $100 million. The pastors and Mays were in a sealed were in the sealed documents that the $100 million, and there were repairs as well, but still sealed. So we don't get to know what's all in there. Weird.
Why you think you don't see really them coming out and saying that? Like I said, they knew that the water pods was gone and they wasn't coming back. That's just how they played us. They knew the water pods wasn't coming back, but they had us out here saying fight to get the water pods back.
This is why I'm glad, going back, that Angie is on that steering committee, because she has a spine and, as she pointed out, a conscience. Whereas these other folks who are trying to negotiate for Flint have no spine or conscience. They're not negotiating for Flint. They're using Flint for their own negotiations. And it's disgusting. So, once again, guys, we do finally have someone up there that we can actually put some trust in. A Miss Angie Mack. Now, she ain't with the water, but she can start pushing some things in the right way.
Like I said, it's just disgusting to me, in my humble opinion. I'm just being honest that we even going this far with it. Look at all the stuff they put out. I'm just saying, and Denise, you own to something. You ain't finna change nothing. That's what I'm saying. They going back to this. If you notice, the same people is running back to the same people that has really sold us out. You would think how can you even be a unconcerned pastor? How can you even be a pastor after the game you put down? All of them should have been like pariahs up in here. They shouldn't have no people. But listen, when you can tell a person, to pay me pay me while you struggling.
This is why I think in some cases the Amish have the right of it. With the shunning, hey, you leave the community or you betray the community, I pretend you don't exist. You don't get eye contact from me. Not just me, the rest of your family, everyone. You don't exist.
Just think
and
about
shun
it.
the motherfucker.
Just think about it. You saying it was cold just a couple weeks ago. I mean, the big freeze hit. You ain't see nobody. Them churches wasn't open caring about what's going on. You think the churches would be, I'm not saying all of them, because you do see St. Mark's and Pastor, damn, what's his name? I don't want to miss that brother name. I can't think of his names on my head.
St. Mark's and the leader of St. Mark's.
Him. He over there, you see they trying to do stuff to feed people that's coming in their lines when they do his food drive. But you would think the rest of the churches will have their stores open. I mean, the church open for the cold for the people.
You would think they would move the pews aside, bring in some cots, get people off the cold ground, out the cold air. I mean, Jesus would do it. Why ain't you? Oh, that's right. Because you aren't really for Jesus. You're for the Benjamins. You worship the green. I got it.
You right about that, Unc. Let me see what Deborah said. Who was the lady that came to council saying that opioid fund wasn't going to be a slush fund? Who was she? I have no idea.
I mean, she can say that all she wants. Unfortunately, they're going to do what they're going to do.
No, but when you get money, though, man, money make you do something strange for a little bit of change, and that's what it is. Do you think them pastors...
Political prostitutes.
Do you think, listen, when they did that faith-based initiative with Bush Jr., when the pastors came in and took that money, you got none. Just think about it. All these pastors would be up in arms on what was going on. How many of them pastors was mad really at the situation? We let the Johnny Cole situation slide. What happened? What was the pastors at? I'm saying somebody showed up. I'm not saying.
My next question.
Huh?
Going along with Johnny Cole. Mm-hmm. What church, because we know he is active in the church community, he said he met Neely at church, or Neely said he met Cole at church, which are the two. What church is that? And why has that pastor not come out and said, I'm sorry for letting this monster around my flock, especially the lambs, especially the children? Come on. I think this goes to everything.
But when you got to cover up, but that's no different. That's just like you seeing people. Look at all the churches. You would think all the pastors would be like, listen, this water not fixed. You would be like, this water not fixed. You would think all the pastors would be showing up. You know when the pastor showed up for? A lie.
And $1.
Yeah. They showed up for when Liddell Lewis lied on what, and I feel you, Pastor Nicholas J. Gaddis, on what.
Unfortunately,
it was a lie. It was a lie she told on Dennis that went around the world, but in the United States. Then they showed up for that. And then you had, man, listen, ain't none of them pastors, even the deacons, quit coming down there. I'm talking about a person that never missed self-proclaimed. Only one person been to council more than him. Let that sink in. Why would he quit coming down there? I mean, I'm just saying all the stuff going on, and I'm telling you, and I bet you he gonna get up if he do show up. If he did has because I don't listen to his radio show. Has AZ spoke on Minnesota?
Has who?
I don't know. I'm just saying because if he did, what was he speaking out on? What was happening up here to the elder? The elders when Miss Biggs was getting pulled out of cars. What was he at then? Like all
what
of
about Mr. Chester catching a knuckle sandwich at council. No one said. Like, you can't see none of these folks. Oh, I'm here for the seniors. Oh, I'm here for the people. Oh, I'm here for this. I'm here for that. Except when it really matters.
How can you speak up on ICE when you got your own police that's renegades up this way? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, how can you see in somebody else's backyard when you got nothing but pure hell going on in your front yard? I mean, I'm just trying to figure that out.
Man, they're looking at a small bush on fire over yonder while their house is burning, and they don't care. They're more worried about that bush.
This one, I got to put this up here. Mark Hudson. Mickey, you saw that picture of the pastors last night. Indeed, they were salivating, looking at that woman. They all had their hands out. That was an embarrassment. That they wasn't an embarrassing picture. But them pastors, these are the people that believe in God. God talked to them and said, listen, you finna lead my people out of this darkness. But one thing I looked at though, when you go look, God had one man from would you want to go from Abraham, Lot, Moses, Jesus.
David?
With David and Solomon, he had one man that had people behind him. He didn't have all no 1,000-some churches with all these different what's the name theories that was going on. No, even Prophet Muhammad. Let's get off of Islam. It was just Islam. It wasn't all these different sects that they broke off with, wanted to put their spin on it. Even in his words, when he said after him, Enoch, who walked with God. I'm just saying, like, some of the stuff that we sitting up here and people, that's why I tell you.
This doesn't just go to the Abrahamic religions, neither. I mean, go ahead and look at Buddhism. There's only been one Buddha at a time. Take a look at Hinduism. There's only one Dalai Lama at a fucking time. Right? There's only one at a time. So all these men claiming that they speak for God, whichever God it is, whichever religion they represent, given the statistics, one man out of 8 billion, is he really the one that's speaking for him? I mean, didn't we just have what was it, last year, my friend? Didn't we just have a bishop say that he spoke to God and God told him to put money on an NFL team that they would surely win?
That same bishop that messed up that parlay. Do you understand that he was the same one I heard talking to the deacon? I got to be loyal to whoever in that seat. Didn't say he was following God. He said he got to be loyal to whoever in that seat. Why you think when these politicians come, they listen? Because they got one thing. It's about the paper. It ain't about nothing else. If you really think they worrying about, tell them pastors, wait till y'all, don't take no money, wait till y'all go. And you get when you die, you get your mansion when you get to heaven. They not believing in that. No,
hell no.
And I'm telling you, they a bunch of liars in that what's the name. Ain't none of them believe in that stuff because it wouldn't be so easy for politicians. How you think so many will bend over quick?
They won't just bend over. They'll give you the lube and touch their toes for you.
They do it willingly. Have no problem selling out. I'm willing to bet you every church right now, not all, but the ones who get money, I put money that got stuff for all these different people that's running. It's just cold right now. It's just cold, but they finna have them out there. You finna probably, well, all of America probably finna be popping during the summertime as it warm up. They finna do everything. We'll see. What do you say? Give them. We give y'all entertainment while we take the money. We tell y'all on some fiction stuff when you get to heaven, you gonna have a mansion. Why I can't have my heaven on earth? Why I got to die to see some? I mean, these the same lies they were selling to the people they had enslaved. This is where I'm going at with it. Same lies that they told them. Don't you know they told doing the Jim Crow days, and they really was believe. But you would too. Listen, I just got to get up out of here. And you mean to tell me in 2026 the water messed up? I don't know how many more people got to lose loved ones. I'm just saying, I'm just different. It couldn't be me.
Look, them loved ones don't.
Philip Johnson.
Them loved ones don't have the money attached to them, brother. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, that's what it is. Listen, man, I know I lost my mama. I lost my parents. I'm still hurting. But do you think I could? What's up, Alan? Do you think I could sit up here and they giving me millions of dollars and I'm over here hurting and gonna say, no, the water ain't bad. The water not bad. Losing love.
Some of them.
Oh, it's the most tested because I'm looking good. I mean, but this is the stuff that I think they're looking at short-term fame.
I mean, every time I hear something like the most tested, it reminds me of the Army. If you're doing good, say in PT or in rifle qual, you only do it once a year or twice a year. You want to know who gets tested over and over and over again? The failures. To see if they improve. So, it's the most tested water in the country. Okay, why is it the most tested? Why do you have to keep on testing? What are you showing? What's showing up in there that you ain't telling me? You know what? Have an expert break it down purple dinosaur style for me so I can understand what you're trying to hide.
But just think about this. I see what y'all saying about the opioid crisis. Who created it? That's this one of the biggest things. Even with they keep pushing all this money into to help homelessness. Why it ain't helping? But who it is helping? It's help. It's hitting where it's supposed to hit. Look at the people who making money. When you look at who's making money.
I look at California picking up $26 billion with a B.
Yeah.
To help with homelessness. You know, for the amount of money that they have, they could buy each homeless person a fucking decent 3-bedroom house in middle America.
Mm-hmm.
And yet somehow the homeless problem is getting worse. And they're giving them whatever medications they want. And I'm not talking things like an asthma inhaler or diabetes medication. I'm talking like they're catching Vicodin. They're catching any sort of opiate they want. They're catching things that they can get high on, or they can sell to make meth really fucking easy. And they're getting that without a fucking question, without a prescription. Yeah, no, you say you need it. Okay, here you go. You're right. The money's hitting where it's supposed to, and it ain't the people.
Facts. I'm looking what Philip said. Let's look at the testing. Are they and have they been testing the way they have been? I mean, it's just crazy.
They test the water
Good morning,
as soon as it leaves the water plant, right? That water plant is supposedly good. I will give it that. Okay. The second it leaves the water plant, it is good. How about you test it midline? How about you test it at the end of the line? How about you test it coming out of someone's tap instead of out of the service line coming out of the city?
How about just
I want to see the shit that you've done inside people's houses. Because when you tell people when it's fucking clean, when it's clean and they're drinking out their tap, you're forgetting that the inside the houses haven't been done. And I'm sorry, but those little pure water filters ain't going to get rid of everything in there. That's a damned lie. They're selling hope and lies to people.
And I gotta say this: what Arthur Logan said. God tell us that many shall come in my name, but ye not deceived. Well, they been deceived. Let me tell you, they deceiving.
God,
it's impossible.
Bible passage.
No, it's you being deceived. But he tell you why he said, I forgot what chapter went in when God said he gonna pick his man and gonna put the truths in him. He wouldn't tell you he got to come back. When you go look at that's how I know people not paying attention. They go read that Bible the same way it was been read on the plantation. Since off doing Jim Crow, you get the same thing. You're not paying attention to it. It's really not being paid attention to. You can argue with a person right now. If it is, why is so many things that wasn't accepted in it that's accepted in it now?
So, talking about all these preachers, whenever I hear them go up there and they say, I am preacher, or I am pastor, or I am bishop, the only thing that comes to mind, and mind you, I had to go look for it because I'd forgotten it, but it is Matthew 6:5-6. And when you pray, do not be like the hypocrites, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and on the street corners to be seen by men. I tell you the truth, they have received their reward in full. But when you pray, go to your room, close your door, pray to your Father who is unseen. In other words, these men who have to stand up there on these, I am a preacher, I am a pastor, they have to put on every single little thing their name is attached to show that they are a man of God. All they are is a hypocrite. All they are is looking for attention. That is their reward in full that Matthew is talking about in the gospel. When you pray, when you are a man of God, you do it in private. You do it by yourself and you speak directly to the Father or to Allah or to Jesus or to whoever you may speak to. These men who have to put all that up there, I don't listen to them because all they're doing it for right now is that gold coin or those pieces of silver or that green piece of paper.
What Denise Cousin said, Trevor, look up Kelly Answorth. She probably Answorth. But you got to understand, even going through that, it's just craziness. But even Jesus said, don't pray to me, pray to the Father.
Sure.
But that's what people pray to. They doing against what he's saying. So, I don't think people really understand what they, really, like I said, it's been so confused. They done got confused on it. Let me see what Mark said. The
She is a
roundtable
looker.
participants were given. You see this right here? Mark Hutchinson. The roundtable participants were given petitions in order to help Swanson obtain at least 15,000 valid signatures needed for his name to appear on the ballot for the Democratic primary. Ain't nothing wrong.
Here's the next thing that
Nothing
he's going to run into.
Mm-hmm.
And let's shift gears for a second. Let's get out of third gear and go into fourth, right? State level politics. All right, he needs so many signatures to get on that ballot. That's step one. Step two is he needs so much money donated to him to show the Democratic Party. The Republicans have to do the same, so I'm not knocking on them. Both of them are dirty and corrupt birds, right? Left wing, right wing, the same child touching bird, okay? But you have to get so many donations from so many individual donors. So it could be PACs, it could be individuals, to show that you are worth the money to the party to be on that ballot. So next he's going to start asking for cash. Watch. Sorry, I had to throw that one up there too.
And you saw the lady last night said, "Oh, we got to get the lights because it's fecal." Basically, it's shit water that they redoing and recycling and giving it back.
Got poopy water.
Yeah,
no wonder it smells like shit.
Yeah, and it's like when you seeing this stuff, it's like, are you serious? Are you really serious? But yet you gonna let them in. Y'all gonna tell them they're gonna get out there and work. But you know who gonna have them people working? Them pastors finna have
the congregation working.
Congregation finna be working.
They're about to be working like mules in the field.
Hey, get that for me over there.
Mm-hmm.
Get that
Go
for
knock
me.
that door.
You gotta do this. Cause the people ain't getting the help. You know what the pastor gonna say? Well, if you stay cool with them, I can get them to do stuff for me. Yeah, do stuff for your ass, not for your flock.
Remember that gold Bentley. Jesus wants us to have this. God wants us to. Can I drive it? Hell no.
Facts. And that's the truth. No, that's the truth.
You sent who an article? Mickey, the media.
Greater Flint. I'm looking at it right now. This is October 2025. October 28th. You see this right here? This is gangster.
I got something else.
This gangster right here. It says Greater Flint. Greater Flint Health Coalition will lead program with $1 million in opioid settlement funds.
All right. Now, because I got something similar here. Something about China. Anyway, we're gonna go back to it. Hey, with that 1 million, break down line by line what that 1 million is gonna be spent on. Tell me how much of it is going into payroll, please. Tell me how much of it is going to the board of directors. Tell me how much of it is actually going to buy supplies to get this program up. Tell me how much of it is actually going to be spent to the dollar amount outside of payroll, outside of your taxes, outside of your normal expenses. What little bit is left, tell me how much is going per person helped and how many people are you actually going to help. I'm not looking for how many applications. I'm looking for how many completed, because we all know how it works in Flint. You're going to see thousands of applications. They're going to say, we have thousands of applications. How many of them did you actually approve? It's going to be 10, 15, 20. And then the rest of the money is going to their pockets. Sorry. We've got me in rare form today.
No, I'm looking at Miss Tia. Thank you for the $1.99. So my grandson is here. Thank you.
Good morning, grandson.
And super chat. It said, Mickey, read my chat. Let me go back up.
Which one's your chat?
Sandra. Okay, right here. Here we go. She said, I just heard that they're going to spread another virus at the Super Bowl and at the protest. And it's going to
put that one down, Mick. Well, let's not piss off the YouTube guys.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That might have. I get it. You know, we can't say certain things up here, or we'll get in trouble for, you know, they definitely don't want nothing said about that.
You want your daily dose of Flint news and our opinions on it. We have to play by some certain rules. You get what I mean, Jelly Bean?
Even we got to play. Let me see. Alan said, Brother Clack brought the number last night. The brother was sharp as a razor. No, he did when he said how many houses could have been did that the state rep wanted to put that $25 million for a fake nonprofit that we starting to see. Is a lot of these nonprofits just terrible. But if I ever get one, it would be on point. So I'm just saying that remember, let me see this what Mark Hutchinson said. Remember Remember when Ananek, who runs the coalition, came to council and was asked who is getting the money? He literally said, "Don't worry about that. We have our people. That money is going to be going into a blank hole."
Like, hey, good morning, Afghan. Now we're talking about local politics and how money happens to disappear in certain cities. Our main focus right now is Flint, Michigan, where they've been saying the water's clean, but we just saw from the head of Eagle, the state environmental folks, that the water service lines are not done. Though you can go online and take a look at the Breakfast Club and see that Grimlin Whitmer, the governor of Michigan, has said that the water lines are complete. You can just type it in right now. Grok will tell you, Google will tell you that it's done, except that the man in charge is saying it is certainly not done, and things of that sort. And then how much money goes into Flint, say things like the water crisis settlement checks. Okay, who's getting paid off on the back end of that? Because if you had property damage, you only got $1,000. And that's if you were on the settlement, because 80,000 people filed, only 26,000 got approved. And that includes the medical bills. And once the judge slammed that gavel and your name was on that piece of paper, you can't sue again. Things like that.
It's I like what Katie said. It's not going in a black hole, but someone's pocket.
I mean, a pocket is a hole, and you can say it's black because there ain't no light in there.
I'm just trying to figure it out, though. But like we've been saying earlier, all this is part of like that. You know what? Brilliant. I mean, even as brilliant as Clack came down there with this and that, you know what they're gonna do? Guess who's gonna get behind the state rep?
Literally everyone that has a stake in Flint, anyone that wants to make some money.
Why do you think she gonna get the money? And I'll say this again.
And you're gonna see people working around the periphery that you would think would be allied with Clack, but they're just gonna help her so they can get some sort of trickle down. And it's sad because, like, I do like Clack, I do, but I also know that the way the game is rigged against him, he's either gonna have to fight like hell, he's gonna have to play dirty, which ain't into his forte, or he's going to lose. And honestly, I think it might be a little bit better for him if he were to run for city council, but the man's set. He wants state rep. I support him in it.
And that's what I'm saying, because when you look at it, I'm saying on this aspect, the way Clack, said it's in your messenger, the way Clack.
Got you. Yeah, Denise, I looked at it.
The way Clack came down there, the way Clack been fighting, you ain't seen the Mayor White fight for nothing. She got it because he got the support was behind him.
I might see her fight to get a wig on someone. I mean, Liddell tends to squirm a little bit, so it looks like shit.
I'm gonna say this. No, I'm gonna say the state rep keep her shit together. Now, I ain't seen her with no wig.
Her hair is amazing.
Now the other ones, shit. I mean, I would be mad at her because she can do hair and just sending us down there any kind of way.
Nah, I honestly think that some of them squirming and just looks like shit. Look at Liddell. I mean, next thing you see is her hair's all over the place.
The lipstick on a pig, it look decent.
Sure. That is the most messed up looking hot dog I've never seen, brother.
Let me see. Back to 2015, it was a contact talk in council, and people heard how when money comes in and about 15 hands get it first and pay their people, and there's almost nothing left after that. Now it came in like that. But you know what, Jennifer, I do believe, I know you're gonna support, but you got to get like 20 more thousand to support Clack. And he got to have people with behind it. To me, I don't think the Black Boule want to see Clack in that seat.
No, because I'm telling you, Clack isn't money for them.
Yeah, because he's not going. He will challenge. Just look how he was on the school board. Not everything Clack did try to fight. And let's be honest. And even him being the state rep is only so much he can do at the state level because you got to get way more votes on the same.
Yeah, he has to pick up. I think 70 other people who agree with him, and 90% of the time when it gets to that level, you're party lines. You're not going to be able to sway someone from the other side like, hey dude, this is what's going on in Flint, I need your help. I need some funding, I need an investigation, please.
What he can do
because
is put pressure on him. He could have helped. Yeah, he could have helped because like Neely was being the thorn in Dr. Weaver's side, and I get it. That's why he don't want nobody else being the state rep. He know all these people is pissed. Only ones that his crew, but he don't even trust them. He like hell.
The folks I know in Lansing, thanks to some of the folks that Judy introduced me to, right? When I was running, I was told Flint's the laughing stock of Lansing because there's no representation. And then they see who Cynthia Neely is, and they laugh when she does show up because she's clueless. They know that she's a puppet for her husband. It's just the deal.
So how you guys feel about Chris Swanson? I'm to be honest with you, I don't, I'm gonna be honest with you, Corey. I don't, whoever get in, I don't have no problem because is they gonna fix the water? That's my whole.
That's the first thought, right? Fix the water, get an actual investigative audit into Flint, right? Swanson himself, if he does it, great. If he doesn't, I expect it. That's just what I expect from anyone going into that governor's seat. I have to be proven wrong because I have these really skeptical looks upon everyone now. And when it comes to looking at Swanson, mind you, I've met him, I've spoke with him. He seems like a decent enough dude. Yeah. But he does come across as like your typical politician, slick back kind of dude. And, like I said, I don't trust politicians, and I may love you to death, but the second you hit a seat, even friends in chat, the second you hit that seat, I'm going to look at you like, all right, now you're going to have to prove yourself all over again. Because once you hit that seat, money comes at you in different ways, and you don't know how you're going to take it till you're there.
Man, let me see. Mark said, Mickey, I would have thought the Clack family is the Boulay and Flint. Am I wrong? If they is, it didn't extend to him.
If they're the Boulay, then they are the
friends didn't like him. Let's be honest.
I mean, I'm gonna pick on her again. Mayor Weaver. He has known Mayor Weaver forever. He's called her Auntie Weaver. But I didn't see her picking up and going out for him the same way that he went to bat for her. He was sitting there swinging all day to make sure to do his best in 2022 to make sure she got that mayor seat. And I didn't see her doing the same thing for him. So, no, I don't think he's part of the Boulay, unfortunately. If he was, then we might see him get a seat.
I just think because I feel like, I don't know. To me, it feels like they content with his wife being state rep. I'm being honest with you. You would think more people, just look at the fundraisers. I'm talking about even though, listen, when you got... And Clack ain't really had nothing. I don't know Clack had nothing on him when you just couldn't. He don't fit their style that they want. To me, they feel like he probably wouldn't be controlled, or you know what I'm saying. He wouldn't go the way they would want him to go.
It's partially that he's naive, that he thinks he can change the world, and
it could be that
he doesn't want to compromise his morals for a little bit of change to get. I want to get everything done. Yeah. I'm not going to try to get 70% done and take a 30% payoff instead of 0% done.
Yeah,
that's just the problem with it. He's a really good guy. That's his problem. He actually has morals, and in politics, morals is like trying to swim with lead on your feet.
Yeah, I think what really, the school board was a gift and a curse for Clack. The school board was a gift and a curse. It was a gift that you actually see somebody who wanted to help. The curse was all of them that was on there. That's part
didn't want to help.
That was part of the Boulay would jam him up, and that's why they don't want to see him in nothing. Personally, in my humble opinion, it's like you would think they would be fighting harder for him. You would think they would use their connections to get money behind him. You would just think that, but it's like. The system don't want nobody that a free thinker. They want somebody that's going to go with the program. That's why you got Cynthia Neely, the state rep, can say she ain't worried about nothing. Because she knows she got the Democratic Party. She knows the money people going to be behind her. She
knows the players in Flint don't want to swap players.
Wait, do you think she even care about if they say about her Wilson? Now, you know how she's saying they still paying me? Because that's how the system is. That's just like with the judge, when your lawyer, the city attorney can say, like you say, gave his opinion. Well, as you read in the charter, and they say clear as day, but they'll find some murky stuff where it really is optional if you come.
In my legal opinion, it's okay for you to accept a gift from a entity that has a vested financial interest in the city of Flint as a council person.
Yeah.
Excuse me? Excuse me? That is some lie. In your professional legal opinion, Bill Kim, as a lawyer, because on a personal level, I do want to play 40K with you. You seem cool. Anyway, as a lawyer, I think you need to go back. I need to, you, wherever university you graduated from, you need to retake that final exam. The current attorneys up there with their legal opinions need to do the exact same. Go back to their community college bullshit and reread them books a few times. Because that goes up in front of a judge, you're getting your ass slapped back down.
No, but when you can go to the judges.
A real judge, not Flint judges.
No, judge is a judge. Damn that. Because we looking at the Supreme Court, supposed to be the highest law, and they even play up there. It's the system when you got corrupted people in the system. I don't know why we just it's the system, man. It ain't no why they doing this. How could they even come if it's in the law saying you can't vote on your own nonprofit to get money, but you do it and don't nothing happen? It's the system. You think they're gonna lock themselves up? Why you think right now with the Epstein files? But yet they locked up R. Kelly, they locked up Bill Cosby, and look at other careers they ruined. But now we get but let's just think about it. Trump brought this up. I'm looking at people running because we down to 15 minutes. I can get off into it now. I'm looking at people running now. It's like, well, let's just let it go. Let's just let it go. Let's let it go.
These are fine, upstanding people.
Brought it up? But you know who brought this up? Commander-in-Chief. He wanted to bring the Epstein files up. He wanted to do this because, you know, he was pandering to his voting base. They're saying we know this stuff going on. Remember Pizzagate? People act like that wasn't real. That. No, but remember.
So the original premise, very real. The QAnon, which, guys, I'm going to warn you now, never go to 4chan, never go to 2chan. Okay, those are websites no one should ever go to. They're vile. But they were saying, oh, yeah, there's satanic practices in the basement of a pizza parlor and yada, yada, yada. And they're sacrificing babies. No. What was happening is they were going to a pizza parlor and bartering for children. Left wing, right wing, same child touching bird.
Facts. Oh, and Deborah Lewin, I'm glad you put that out there. All met with the mayor except Clack, allegedly. Let that sink in. Do you see any of the pastors, them all getting together saying, what we're going to get behind Clack? Y'all let that sink in. See the Black Boule is not even getting together to push him up there. That should let y'all know what they just basically saying we'll just let the state rep just keep going to Neely wife. Just think about it. Who tell me who the money behind that they get behind when you seeing all the you hear they meet up with you hear the pastors that meet up with council people. They meet up with you damn sure gonna meet up with the mayor and everything above that, senators, governor people. Just look, they ain't got what Clack and said we gonna just the black churches ain't got behind him. Let that sink in, family. Cicero, good morning. Just let it sink in. They ain't got behind this man and put nothing, but show me one that they got behind besides Cynthia. Tell me one. Who they got behind Cynthia.
If you have any intentions for actually doing good in Flint with that state rep seat, and I can speak as someone who ran for it, you'll get blackballed by your own party. Republicans blacklisted me. Hell, they put all their weight behind a man who was afraid to get in front of a camera because behind the camera happened to be a man of color. What? That was Tim Butler. I didn't see hide nor hair of him. No one did. You couldn't even reach out and contact a motherfucker. But I tell you what, when I ask for volunteers, they're all busy. When I ask for information X, Y, or Z, we don't have it. We can't support. And yet Tim Butler had all of that running through a little itty bitty part of Davidson, knowing that that's all he needed for just the primary. And I still picked up, I want to say 3/4 what he did.
Yeah, because they got their crew already.
And that's what's happening to Clack, but Democrat side, like the dude is blocked out because he actually wants to do something for folks. Yeah. It's disgusting. It's pathetic.
He don't fit the narrative. I'm looking at with Philip Johnson. Look, city council violate their own rules. commit conflict of interest every day. And yes, some get caught up, but on the whole, it's just another day. It's common, not right.
Hey, we all know the lyrics to the Rolling Stones, "Paint It Black." Like a newborn baby, it just happens every day. That's exactly Flint Council. I mean,
it's called
now they'll admit to fucking conflicts of interest, but they'll still vote on it, and no one's dragging their ass to court. No one's dragging their ass to jail.
It's called cream. Cash rules everything around me. That's what this is. You right, Katie Saban. If they don't beat the state rep Neely, if they don't beat Cynthia and state rep Neely in the primary, guess who gonna be behind her in the general? You already know she finna get all the women rights groups.
Here's the thing.
She finna get the UAW. She gonna get
police endorsement because I mean their ultimate boss is her husband. The same thing about the firefighters. Same thing about any of that.
You don't think the other people up there, she gonna get endorsement from the governor? You don't think he finna pull strings to have? Remember Rivet? Remember when Leon, the councilman, was running? Didn't he put something like Rivet endorsed him, and she had to come back out? Her what's her name had to come back out and take that out that she endorsed him. See, all this stuff y'all finna see going on.
Here's the thing: and Leon did it smart there because you can't unring a bell.
Fact.
Oh, he's endorsed by this person. She came back and said, no, but by then it was already said. Oh.
Because he ain't no politician.
I'm willing to bet she said it, and then some things came out, and she's like, oh, I got to back up. And the thing about Cynthia Neely, you will not catch her in any scandal. Why? Because she's never in front of people. You can't be in a scandal if all you do is you go to work. You go out with your friends, but you make sure it's a nice, quiet venue, nice, quiet event, and then you go home. Whereas if you get out in front of a camera and you actually have to speak, you actually have to stand on something. You have to tell people what you believe and how you believe and why you believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Then, yeah, like she's almost untouchable because there's no scandals on her because she hides from the public.
Facts. That's why they not gonna let her have no debate. One thing Neely ain't gonna do, ain't gonna want his wife to look like a fool up there. The stuff Clacker be coming with, because first thing part to say, how did you create a fake nonprofit? She ain't cool like the other side of the pillow. She can handle that debate. She not gonna be able to answer no questions. He know what he doing. That's like when Eric called his ass out. He didn't want to do no more debates. He shut that down.
And then if you go ahead and look up Michael Clack's name on Google, you're gonna see arrest records. Why? Because when he was arrested for going into that school, when he was part of the school board, it was part of his area of responsibility. They made sure to plaster it fucking everywhere.
Look how the school board did him.
So now it pops up. It pops right up, though. I mean, when you're trying to investigate your candidates, they're going to see someone who has never done anything, that she doesn't really have an online presence, right? And then right up front, when you investigate Clack, arrested. Oh, shit. Who are you voting for? Well, if you're just going off that bullshit, you're voting for the one that ain't nothing happened to.
I'm just telling you. Let me see. Maria said debate should be part of elections and they won't participate. No vote. He got the clerk office. He just showed us. Neely showed us. Even this is why I was telling the people. I don't think the people will vote for LaShawn. They showed it the first one. She needed absentee ballots to get it. I mean, she needed people to come. People not finna go vote for LaShawn. They know what LaShawn is all about. They know what she about. No different than Liddell. They know what she about. Liddell just doing this because she in her feelings right now. I wouldn't trust her with a 10-foot pole.
Shit, man. I wouldn't trust her with a pillow. She'll still find a way to suffocate me with it. Hell, knowing Liddell, she'll probably find a way to stab us with it.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying you have to work. You got to work. But I will say this, if the boule...
I'm sorry, every time that word comes up,
if they don't get behind them, it's problems. It's just that they just want to keep Cynthia Neely. We know Davina rolling with whoever going to keep her in that seat where she can collect a paycheck. Let's be honest. Why you think ain't many people hollering about removing her? Because you know what the other side do know too?
She's going to work for them.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, guys. Remember, the mayor has no say over whether Davina serves or not. He can, on the back end, we'll go into hypothetical land where nothing is real. He can direct her to certain services or make sure certain things get done for free for her on the sly. But that's in another world, in all reality. The only ones that she actually has to be accountable to is council, because it takes 6 votes to remove her from that seat.
Mm-hmm.
Without them 6 votes, her ass is warming that chair.
Yeah.
And we all know there ain't going to be enough flips.
I watch Tim Black every day. Now I was watching Tim Black. I was telling her that's what sometimes be looking at some of the stuff he be doing. We be kind of on the same stuff, but I've been seeing. Now I do. I'm just saying. I'm looking at it's just to me if the money don't get behind Clack, you can't be mad. You can't keep having the same people getting the money behind them.
And yes, Jennifer, I know if they had the votes, but you won't see enough people vote to swap them chairs to flip them seats. So you're going to end up with enough people still supporting, and even if, say, hear me out, enough people flip and we have a good 6. Mind you, that's in heavy quotations, right? I don't believe anyone up there is good. I just remember I think some of them align with me politically at the moment. Okay. They know that Davina's going to work for them and do things for them. You're not going to see her get removed. She's going to go on to 27 and retire. And you're going to get someone else just like her. Just like we had someone just like Inez. Just like we had someone just like Inez's predecessor, and so on and so forth, and again and over. That clerk's office is as dirty as it gets. It's as dirty as the ground outside. You're never going to get it cleaned up the way that it's set up.
No, you ain't fixing that. I mean, it's too much you got to do. But I say it's the system. Because we study looking at the mayor. No, you have to stop the people that's bringing money in here that can buy them. That's the problem.
You know, as you pointed out before, the second you remove the people that's bringing money in, Flint fails.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, the Motts,
I wouldn't.
The Motts, who's the gentleman?
But is it really the Motts, or is it the people that they got that's doing it? Can you blame them? Because they sending the money now. If you got people misappropriating it, who fault is that? It's like if I give you some money and you go do what you want to do, who fault is that?
Do you think the Motts are really doing it out of the goodness of their heart, or do you think that they're paying people off with their charitable donations to get things that they want done? No one does anything for free. No one does anything that doesn't benefit them in one way or another. Even if you do give to charity because you want to give it to charity, that's because it makes you feel good, right? The Motts, they don't need anything else other than to make more money. They already can make themselves feel as good as they want.
The question is, if they is giving the money out, like we keep, who's doing the misappropriating?
Who's to say they didn't hire people purposely to misappropriate?
Well, if they did that, then you need to get people in that will do the right with the money and build this thing back up.
Oh, hey. Just as a heads up, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Clack does have an Act Blue.
Yeah,
it is.
Page and find it. You know, they can do that over there. No, I'm just telling you, do that over there.
I'm saying because I'm proud, because last election I told him to get one of those and Act Blue fucked him over. So good news. They're taking him seriously there.
I believe it's on this page. You can go look on this page.
I didn't see it. Someone had to send it to me.
That means it's on this page.
No, I'm blocked.
Yeah, but I'm saying if they send it on the page.
But no, it makes me happy because, like, I want to see more people running for these seats pick up Act Blue or Win Red, whatever your political alignment is. I'm not trying to judge, right? But trying to do things, check, and then, you know, with a handwritten check, and then you have to fill it out. Or, actually, as a candidate, I will tell you right now, do not fucking touch cash. That is too much of a headache. Okay? Take a check, take an in-kind contribution, make sure you write everything down. Don't touch cash.
Yeah, but that ain't that Act Blue a part of the Democratic Party?
Yes, it is. And they take something like 5%. Same thing about Win Red, which I think mine's discontinued, turned off.
But how can you even go to? You got a sense they're gonna get some of your money and they not even supporting you. That's what's gangster. They not even gonna support him. They're gonna support state rep. That's right there what I'm talking about. They're gonna support the state rep, that current state rep. They not hell no.
Look,
Should be another.
let me break it down as it goes. Okay, act blue, when red, use them interchangeably, right? Not knocking on one, I'm knocking on both. They don't care who you are. They don't care what you're running for. They aren't backing either. You want to know what that is? That's a way for them to take money to put into their own coffers, the Republican coffers, for national campaigns and for people to go to really fancy dinners and woo over clients, or Democrats to go out and go, put into campaigns or to buy really fancy fucking $25,000 to woo clients on the party's dime. And the party gets to decide. You as a voter, you don't fucking matter when it comes to the party's funds. That's how it works.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's the same as like Cash App. Cash App don't care who you're giving money to. They're catching money on the back end. YouTube don't care if you're sending us super chats. They're getting their money off of us.
Taking their 30% off the dribble.
Right. Like ad revenue. They're getting paid literally millions of dollars, and we catch between 1 and 30 cents per ad. Come on now. They don't care. They're catching their money.
That's all about the paper.
What'd you say? Cream?
Cash rules everything around me.
Yes, sir.
And I've been
cream of the brulee.
Facts. That's what it's about. That's why you saw them passions over there salivating. They was drooling, allegedly. Like we finna get paid this time. I don't want to get paid election season. That's why I'm over here trying to tell y'all it's easy to go ahead and drop that cash.
Mind you guys, 810 will put up your political advertisements. We don't have to support you. We don't have to endorse you. We're not doing none of that. But we will put up your endorsements for the right pay. Talk to Mickey.
Right pay. We can let cash rules everything around. Dollar bill, y'all. Got any last words, Trevor? We're at the 11 o'clock hour.
Nah, I hope to see Yogi on tomorrow, but we know she's got a busy schedule.
Yeah.
It is what it is. If not, I'm always here. I look forward to this. Thank you guys so much for making this a fun morning. And thank you to all our super chatters and all the people coming in, subscribing and liking. It means the world to us. Go ahead. I will make sure I turn on clipping so you can clip that part from Arthur Woodson today and share to your friends. I will do my damnedest to turn that into a short and put it up. And go ahead and share this around. The more people that know, the better we get. How much are we charging for ads? Don't know.
Oh, just dropped that 50 for half of the building fund. This half my 100 bill. You heard? Thank you, Cuzzo, for the $50. We're gonna get there. I'm gonna be out on Saginaw Street, and y'all gonna catch me out there doing a little something strange for a building fund. I'm just telling you where we at with this,
Mickey, right? I didn't know you were a pastor.
I will. Listen, we got to do something. I really want to be able to talk it. I don't want to be. I'll hit you on. You know what? I had that this weekend. I mean, I have it for everybody Monday. What we charge? It's time to get the dollars out here. You heard?
Also, if we have to make it for you, there will be extra charge there. You get my skills, take it or leave it as you like it. I mean, but it's still an option, so you don't have to do it yourself. I'll make it look as pretty as I can.
Facts, and y'all heard, because we need the monies. Need peace, family. I'll see y'all later on. I'll be on a 6. I'm gonna try to be on a 6:15, family.
You'll be here when you're here.
Peace. Yep, facts. I'm gonna try to